To make this, I didn't have the right pieces. I only had the pieces from an old light stand that I had made. So if you're going to make this, I recommend getting one 5-foot long piece of PVC pipe and an L joint. Then cut about 18 inches off of the long tube. The diameter I would recommend is 3/4 of an inch, but you can get any size as long as it fits well in your backpack. Next, take the long tube you cut and put it in the L joint. There's a hole in mine. Don't put a hole in yours. That was for the light stand that I had previously used this joint for. Now take your shorter piece and put it in the L joint as well. This is a really short piece because I only had 2 really short pieces, not one relatively short piece. So I had to combine them with this really weird joint. Just use your shorter piece. Yours should look like this. The next things you'll need is some twine or string to hold the camera, some scissors, and 2 safety pins. Now cut out a piece of string or twine that's about this long. About this long, and then tie the middle of that string around your pole. Now get your camera and put it about the height you want it to be when you're filming. Mark that point with your fingers, and then get 2 safety pins and tie them at that point on 2 different strings. Now about 3 inches from the top of the string, you need to cut both strings. Now get 2 elastic pieces, about 3 inches long or more, and tie them in between where you just cut, on both strings. Now stand up and make sure that the camera is still at a good height where those safety pins are. Speaking of safety pins, undo one of them and put it through the camera, and then attach it to the other one. Now I realize not everyone has a camera that they can just put a pin through, but if you're using a smartphone as your camera, maybe you can make a case for that camera and have a loop where you can put the pin through. And in my video titled Smartphone to Camera Adapter, I make a case, and maybe you can just put a loop on that and put the pin through that. Now here I detach the short pole from the L joint, and that's just so that the next step is easier. The next step is to take that little handle thingy on your backpack, twist it around a few times, and then put your long pole through that loop. And then zip it up on both sides around the pole. Now you can reattach the short pole with the camera dangling from it to the long pole. Yeah, so the pole fell out. That's just probably because I didn't push it in hard enough.